big European side like themselves in on a big European night, but it's the situation not too bad since those 2 victories against Galatasaray. 6.7 goals for Real Madrid in those 2 games. The last 2 games they've played in Champions, and that has put them back in a very strong position in the group. Real Madrid sat on 7 points in 2nd position, and a win against Paris Saint-Germain would guarantee that they are in the knockout stages, as you would expect. They usually are in the knockout stages, of course, of the Champions League, and that will start again in February, of course, with the final 16. But Real Madrid still with a little bit of work to do, and that starts on Tuesday against Paris Saint-Germain, a big game in the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid had a big game on Saturday evening, and they beat Real Sociedad fairly comfortably in the end by 3-1 after a difficult start. And Real Sociedad showed why they're getting lots of plaudits this season for playing some very good attacking football in the Santiago Bernabeu, and got an early goal through William José, and but Real Madrid showed character, showed belief, showed some very good football, some great performances from the likes of Karim Benzema and Luka Modric and Fede Valverde, who got his goal, the important one, in the second half. Benzema, of course, got Real Madrid back in the game before half-time, and then the second half Real Madrid dominated, although there were some good saves still from Thibaut Courtois. They really were up against top-class opposition in Real Sociedad, and it was a good dress rehearsal for Paris Saint-Germain by beating a very good Basque team, who are high up in the league themselves. But Real Madrid's form in recent weeks really is very good. They've conceded in the last 5 games just 1 goal against Sociedad on Saturday evening, and racking up 18 goals themselves in those 5 games. That included a 0-0 draw against Betis, but a 5-0 win against Leganés, a 6-0 win against Galatasaray in the Bernabeu, followed by a 4-0 win away at Eibar, and a 3-1 victory on Saturday against Real Sociedad. Puts these players in a very good position ahead of the games to come, and it all goes back to that Champions League tie against Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday evening. So no, not much respite at the moment. The games are coming thick and fast. Real Madrid will have a break next midweek, but they do play Saturday away at Alaves, and then a full week's break before a game on the 7th of December against Espanyol at home. So Alaves and Espanyol to come in La Liga, where Real Madrid are doing pretty well at the top there, but it's a big battle. There's a lot of teams in there at the top of La Liga at the moment. It's points are hard to come by every week. Every game is a battle, and those two will be as well, Alaves and Espanyol, before Real Madrid go to Bruges for the final game in the Champions League group stages. And then heading into Christmas on the 15th of December, well, it's a tie in La Liga away at Valencia. But that's a long way down the line. It's all the focus at the moment is on Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday evening. We'll hear in a short while from Zinedine Zidane, and a player as well, as is the tradition before Champions League games. Both Zinedine Zidane and one of the players will be out, and we'll bring you that live on Real Madrid TV in just under 2 hours time, around about 1 p.m. Central European time. Zinedine Zidane could give us a clue as to who could be playing in this game against Paris Saint-Germain, but you'd expect that man there, Luka Modric, who had a fantastic game on Saturday evening, to be involved. You always want your best players out in the big games, and of course Karim Benzema next to him as well, who's in great form. 10 goals in La Liga, 12 goals in total this season. He is the Pichichi in La Liga, Karim Benzema. He is the top scorer at the moment in Spain, in the strongest league in the world. and be interesting to see if he can continue his form against his compatriots from the French capital on Tuesday, as the players break out into a quick jog. You see the Madrid skyline in the background there. But Luka Modric with an assist and a goal on Saturday, again showing what a top class performer he really is. He was in Croatia this time last week, presenting his new autobiography, getting to the stage of his career where he has plenty to write about, plenty of trophies at Real Madrid, of course, and success as well for Croatia, where he is the main man. Really is Luka Modric in that Croatian national side that got to the World Cup finals, of course, to be beaten by Raphael Varane's France. But as the players enjoy the traditional rondo, the peak in the middle, if you like, the warm-up for this training session, all focus is on Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday. There's a lot of French fans expected in Madrid in the next 24 hours. It's turned into one of the big matches in the Champions League. Real Madrid, of course, have a good record against Paris Saint-Germain, knocking them out last season off the Champions League, and they may have to face them again in later rounds, so it would be a good place to put down a marker in the Santiago Bernabeu on Tuesday and get a win. And it would really show the rest of Europe as well that Real Madrid, although after a slow start in the Champions League this year, really do mean business and are still one of the contenders to win this season's Champions League trophy. Trophy, of course, that this club loves so much, that really comes before anything else in the club's priorities, or it seems to, in a number of seasons. It all comes down to Real Madrid's expertise in managing the final rounds in the European competition. Well, they've still got to get through the group, but we're expecting that to happen. If not on Tuesday, then they do have one away game against Bruges in Belgium on the 7th of December, but it would be nice to make sure of qualification yet again for yet another year in front of the home fans. And it's a very good record that Real Madrid do have in the stadium, unbeaten in the Santiago Bernabeu so far this season. Something else that they'd like to keep. And things looking pretty good there out there for the squad ahead of this game. It's tough sometimes to play Saturday and then Tuesday. Of course, the Champions League played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The Wednesday giving players an extra day to recover from the weekend, but for this Real Madrid side, no respite. They're straight back into a big game, and they're just happy to be at home. I imagine that they can sleep in their own beds, be with their families in the interim between the two games. But it was a good win on Saturday night, make no doubt about that, against a strong Real Sociedad side who've been challenging at the top of La Liga this season, and who really attacked Real Madrid in the first half and went head to head with Real Madrid in the Santiago Bernabeu. A very brave game plan from La Real, but they got the rewards with an early goal. They could have had more. Thibaut Courtois had one of his busier games. He hasn't been too busy off late. It's been games where he really had to concentrate and not have too much to do. Eden Hazard there, another player who'd be chomping at the bit to get out in the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain. He came to Madrid to play in these big games. He'll be looking forward to the big European night ahead of us in the Santiago Bernabeu on Tuesday against Paris Saint-Germain. Raphael Varane as well, a player who'll be excited to play against his compatriots from Paris. Just a reminder that we will be hearing from Zinedine Zidane and one of the players live on Real Madrid TV in the build-up to this game on Tuesday evening. They'll be coming out in just after this training session, round about 1 PM, to discuss all the build-up of the game, and we may get a hint from Zinedine Zidane as to what to expect from the game and what players he may be looking to pick. But you would expect to be a very strong side that Zinedine Zidane picks. It is a chance for Real Madrid to go into the qualifying rounds. So that's all we've got time for now. Stay with us later for the press conference.
We're turning back the clock here today. 50 years, in fact, for one of the classic games that have played by Real Madrid. It is the final of the European